dropped one of the biggest bombshells, and it has to do with the fundamentals. The bombshell that just dropped took everyone by surprise. And honestly, it's a really good moment for Tesla investors. So a round of applause to every Tesla investor out there that's been holding for a long time or just bought like literally a month or two ago. I'm so excited. I'm trying to contain it because I'm trying to get this video out as soon as possible and within 15 or 20 minutes, because I can't get the time to make the video and even record it and even edit, because I have to get ready for my flight, which is in tomorrow night. But I got to get stuff ready. So I'm gonna go through the bombshell, and it's just fantastic news. So smash that like button, hit subscribe if you guys haven't already. Let's get down to it. So the first things first, guys. We gotta read through the earnings report, right? No, not earnings report, delivery report, and the numbers were, much higher than everyone expected. It went over the Wall Street analysts as well, but this wasn't the biggest shock, right? This wasn't the biggest shock. The biggest shock was this. This is the biggest shock. In the second quarter, we produced approximately 411,000 vehicles delivered. That's whatever. But here, this part right here, we deployed 9.4 gigawatts of energy storage products in Q2. The highest in quarterly development yet. This is crazy, guys. This is absolutely crazy. And I'm going to show you guys what Q2 could potentially be. But this was a massive bombshell that nobody saw coming. I was expecting maybe 5.5 gigawatts at max. 9.4. It's just madness. It's crazy. But I'm going to show you guys the numbers, how crazy this will get. Let me just go ahead and pull it up right now, because, man, this is just exciting. This is very, very exciting. So let's go quickly pull this up. I have to do my entire screen, guys, because this is just, I have to get a second monitor for that. But let me know if you guys can see that. But here is Q2 2024 for Tesla. You guys can see, I haven't put anything for energy yet, but for vehicle deliveries, note, I did reduce the vehicle gross profits from 16.2% to 15.9%. Why? Because they didn't produce as many as we would have liked them to do. They only produced 410,000. That makes sense. They were just clearing up inventory, and they did just that. But this affects their economy of scale in a way. But they did deliver a whole lot more vehicles than we thought. And I would think this 15.9% could be even lower. But I'm going to keep it at 59% at the moment. For vehicle delivered, it was 444,956 vehicles, right? That's what it was. Bam. Look at that. So with 15.9%, we get about $21 billion, almost $22 billion in net revenue, excluding credits, gross profits of 3.8. Now, energy is the crazy part here, guys. Energy was the crazy part. So let's do the mathematical together, right? Because we have to know every gigawatt Tesla's, revenue is about 410 million. So let's put 410, right? 410 million, 410, 9.4. Let's multiply these two together and see what we get. That's about almost $3.9 billion in revenue. My estimate was 1.9. This is nearly double. In fact, I think it's more than double, which is insane, which is crazy. So if we go ahead and put this number in and give it a 24% gross profits, that's $925 million in gross profits. More than a double than quarter. Talking about over 100% growth quarter over quarter at this point, which is insane. And right now, it looks like Tesla Energy is set to overpass the vehicles in this year, maybe next year as well, until interest rates get cut significantly for the vehicles to get, volumed out, people going out and buying more vehicles. But nearly $1 billion in gross profits in energy. That's insane, guys. That is absolutely madness. I make this full screen for y'all so you guys can see it better. That is crazy. We'll look to see what the other two, Q3, Q4 will be, but what would the stock price be, right? If most likely Q2 is going to end over $26 billion in revenue. Net gap is over 2.1 billion. Non-gap of 2.6 billion. And again, majority of this heavy lifting is coming from the energy, which is in flipping crazy. It's just insane. So I'm just very excited, guys. EPS of 75 cents, which better than I think it was 60 cents, 65 cents. But what would the stock price be? Right now, the stock price is hovering around 230. That would mean a P of 60, not even 62. 62 would match in Q2, Q2's, stock price then, which is between July 20th to October 20th. But this is not even pricing in the Q2, right? This has already happened. This has already happened in Q2. So if Q2 comes along, that means Q3, Q4, most likely things are going to be better. Energy is going to continue going quarter over quarter. And you got maybe FSD coming along. Deliveries will get maybe better, maybe it'll just stay stable a little bit. But for going in the future, it looks like things are looking pretty good. So I think that's also going to be priced in. Maybe we might get a PE of high as 70, around the 250s, 260s. That's I see happening easily in Q2. Now let's move on to Q3, Q4. Let me unhide this right here. So Q3, Q4, I may have to reduce this down. Let's just reduce it down to 16.5 and maybe 16%. Oh no, 16.9%. I don't know, just to stay conservative. Actually, no, let's give it 16%. Let's keep it 16% as is that, right? And by the way, guys, in Q2, I'm not even reducing the let goes or the layoffs at Tesla did. Apparently that takes place in Q3. So that would mean the operating cost in Q3 will probably be down around 25 billion, around there. In Q4, maybe it'll be around 29 billion. Just trying to balance it a little bit. But let's put in the numbers what I think that could happen. What could happen in Q3? I'm going to say 500,000 and 550,000 vehicles in Q2, in Q3, and Q4 delivers somewhere around there. Okay. So. But we care about energy here. Energy is going ballistic here. I mean, you went over 100% growth from Q1 to Q2. Sheesh! It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. But will they do it again in Q3? I don't know. So, you know me, I like to be conservative. Instead of doing 50% growth year over year or quarter over quarter, I'm going to be doing 25%. Let's see. That's that. And then if we just double that again, that's 6.8 billion. So let's just do Q3. Let's do, 4.8 billion. That's about over almost 1.2 billion in profits, gross profits. And 6.22 for Q4, almost 1.5 billion in profits. Look at the operating margin, guys. The operating margin is flipping crazy. In Q2, we're going to be going from 5.5% in Q1, most likely in Q2 to 8%. Then probably 9.5%. Then it all depends on deliveries, but again, 9.3% around there. But we have bottomed in operating margin. That's a big deal, guys. That is a big deal. That is crazy. Now, the crazy part is that you guys see here, I have a PE of 130 here. That's because you guys can see the EPS fiscal on an annual basis is getting lower and lower. And that's because there was a one-time tax harvest loss that Tesla gained in Q4, which is why we have this massive uproar in EPS. If Tesla can't pull another rabbit out of the hat, then realistically, today's PE is close to 100 because of the $4, right? So that would mean by Q4, giving it 130 PE makes sense. I mean, I know it's high as heck, but there's a lot of things priced in it right now, right? We have, now we're expecting better delivery numbers. Now we're probably going to expecting better energy numbers. FSD and robotaxis and all these other news that are coming in, they're getting priced in, guys. Like just yesterday, Elon followed the founder of Uber. I think that was the reason why the stock went up pretty nicely yesterday, not today. So there's a lot of things being priced in now, a lot of speculation being priced in as well. But I can see it going to 335. My price target is 350, which will be around 135, 136 by end of this year. Not financial advice, just what I think. Now, some are saying 300 is the max this year. That would be a PE of just maybe 116. Yeah, 116, 117 by end of this year. But nonetheless, guys, it's looking flipping great. It's looking good. Now, obviously, a black swan event could happen at any given time, right? Just making sure that works, yeah. But if they do 550, I think it'll be closer to 16.5, yeah. Important notes here, all right? I'm going to hide Q3, Q4 because, that's too, it's short term, but we care about Q2 at the moment. From 16.4 gap gross margin to 17.9%, this indicates to Wall Street that Tesla's margins, the business is now growing. The margins have stopped and they're growing. The operating margin shows that their profitability now is getting stronger and stronger. And yes, this has bottomed in Q1 as well. If we get 8% in Q2, man, I know I put here 70 PE for 260, but I wouldn't be surprised if it goes even higher than that, maybe even up to as high as 80, up to 300 actually. So that is a sheesh moment. That's crazy. This is insane. What's more crazy here, guys? We'll go ahead and hide this. Is the fact that energy, that was crazy. Energy was absolutely insane. Energy was the bombshell. Energy was the bombshell of this Q2 delivery report. It was a sheesh moment, as Jeff says it here. Sheesh. Indeed, it was a sheesh moment. It was a crazy moment. I couldn't believe my eyes that they did 9.4 gigawatts, which is insane. It's flipping crazy. It's insane. But that was a bombshell, and that's what could happen in Q2. I would love to make a video, but I can't, guys, because I'm getting ready to, get to pack my stuff for tomorrow. So I'm just going live again for the second time today. But after this, I'm going to be on X because it's much more convenient. And I love you all. And I'm just going to end it up right here, guys. I love you all. Make sure you guys subscribe, like, follow, and shout out to all Tesla investors. Timing, not timing the market, but time in the market always beats timing the market. So round of applause to you. And we're just getting started. For crying out loud, robo-taxis hasn't even started. Right? So let's flip in this stream call. Anyways, I got to go. Anyways, I love you guys. I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya.